Hello again, everybody. All right, so we are back in Skyrim. Hey, hello. Let me just start all over. I'm all flustered. Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am back with some Skyrim. I have played a little bit off camera. I struggled with getting all the followers, all my companions, to um, stay behind. I would constantly go wandering the town and they would just follow me. So uh, I found after a little bit of struggle, I got most of them to stay in the house. I actually got my kids. I have two. I have a son and a daughter, and I got them to move to um, to Springwood Estates. That's where I live now. Um, And once I got all the ladies to stay, I thought it would be a good opportunity to run out to the College of Winterhold and see if I can't recruit the wizard there, Breland, which you notice she's standing right there, because every time I clicked on her, she would say something like, I noticed that you already have someone with you. So I went back to her and attempted to get her to join. But what had happened was, and this is something that we're going to be working on tonight, um, her quest restarted. The one where she apparently has cast a spell on two of the uh, mages at the college, and because she only wants them to be friends, so she casts some sex magic on them, and now they are uh, uncontrollable and they go at it from time to time. Okay, so we are. Uh, her quest was to go to a cave and locate a book about Telvanni sex magic, and because she actually was following me, I took it as an opportunity to go run out there and take care of that. So I did. Okay, so there was one little cave that I went in with her, but funny enough, uh, when I fast traveled with her there, Freya showed up. Freya just happened to tag along. She brought my horse with her, and so Freya might show up from time to time. I don't know, but at least Lydia and Jordis are staying in the house. They did, and Toccata. They and Gigi. Well, Gigi followed me around a little bit, but I think um, one of them, I think it might have been Uthgerd. No, 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 it's Majol. Uh, hey, Sean, how are you doing, man? So Majol, I actually told her that it was time for us to. I wanted her to move out. I didn't want her to live in the house anymore. So she got up and packed her bags and left. Okay, so we got this. So Brelina uh, started actually following me. So I was able to get her to join me on my quest for her books. So when I went to the cave, it there was a book there, and I'm going to read it for you on stream tonight. It's not going to be the one book that we're going to read. It's just because it's only like one page. So we're going to read it, and you'll get a laugh out of it. And then and there's apparently a second book we have to go find, but it's in a more hostile, threatening cave or ruins. So I might grab Jordis to come with. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's get back in. So before we go downstairs and read anything, I do need her to follow me, though. Also, I gave her an Archmage's robes and boots, so she has a little bonus to her magic. Plus, I gave her a couple of spell books. No squatters allowed in Sky. That's right. I told her to pack her bags and get the hell out. But here, check this book out. It's kind of it's ridiculous. Where to find? Okay, that's just a note. Oh, I might not have it on me anymore. Oh, because I think I had to give it to her. I wonder if she still has it. And because it was there, right there, Secrets, Volume 1. Because her quest doubled up, so did the books. Actually picked up 2 books. Okay, so here we go. Let's read that. Secrets of Telvanni's Sex Magic. Pink Eye with Brain. Yeah. Secrets of Telvanni's Sex Magic, Volume 1 by Zaphod Nicklubin. Okay, first of all, I was like, okay, there's a joke, but here we go. If you're reading this, then you've just bought a one-way ticket to love, baby. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That's Monty Python, isn't it? Okay, so let's get started. Warning. Never, ever, ever use these spells on non-Dunmer races. Ever. Almost especially never Altmer. Advisory. For erections lasting longer than 4 hours, please consult a Debellan priestess. And that's it. That's the entire book. Oh, goodness. Okay, and then I've got my kids staying in... What just happened? There they are. They're sleeping right over there. I gave them both a dwarven knife. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And they started hacking away at this thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going. Okay. I'm going to put that Debellan book up here. I'm sorry, I say Debellan, I meant Telvanni. Quest item locked. That's a bull. That's a bull. That's a bull. Do I need to just give it to her and let her hold on to it forever? Where's my... I need the trade. I know. Okay, she has one of them. I wonder if I can give her the second one. Nope. Uh-oh. I think I broke it. Okay, so I've got my list of books up. And I also, that's another thing I did while we were off camera. I went through all my books and I went through to make sure I had them all checked off, yellow or green, depending on. And, don't know why I'm yawning. I've got more than enough sleep. Okay, There's a few of them that I'm missing, but it's actually quite a bit that I'm missing. But maybe 10%. Plus, I've noticed I didn't put a special note down or anything. I should have probably wrote them down on my spreadsheet. There's a number of books that I have that are not on my list. So that just tells me there's over 412 books. There was a book that I wanted to read at the start of our video, and then there's going to be another one that I'm going to read at the end of the video. But I don't know. Now, I'm going to read Amongst the Draugr. Sean, you said pure and unadulterated filth. I had no idea that Solitude was running an adult bookstore within the city limits. Actually, I'm not selling that book, even though it's only $14 or 14 gold or whatever it is. What did I say? Amongst the Draugr. There it is. We're going to read this book first, and then I'm going to grab one of my warrior women, and then we'll head out. So, Amongst the Draugr by Bernadette Bantian, College of Winterhold. That's appropriate. It wasn't until my 7th month with the creatures that they seemed to accept me. Is that like living with gorillas? Okay. Well, accept isn't really the proper word, but they seem to have decided that I pose no threat to them and gradually ceased their attacks. Though more than capable of fending them off, a combination of fire and turning spells are generally sufficient. I admit that I tired of having to be ever vigilant in their presence. I'll never know whether there was some sort of agreement communicated among them, for the only utterances they make seem to be in that heathen tongue that I can't even pronounce, much less transcribe. In time, I learned more of their intentions towards me from their general movements and tones rather than specific words. Hostility in any creature is easily read, but in these most peculiar of the living dead, with such variations in gait and speed, what amounts to a hostile charge in one may simply be casual movement in another. The eyes seem to be key to their intent, and I will confess to more than one dream haunted by the glowing pinpoints in the darkness. I had always wondered why the ancient priests of the dragon cult insisted that their followers be buried with them. It seems the height of pagan vanity to drag your conscripts to their death along with you. But as I integrated into their presence, I began to observe the reasons. Every day a different set of Draugr would awaken, shamble their way to the sarcophagus of their priest, and prostrate themselves before it. Several hours of this, followed by a meticulous cleaning of the area. It would appear that the adherents of the dragon priest continued their worship to him in death. which would also explain the ferocity with which they defend his chambers. It took several weeks before I felt comfortable approaching the dragon priest's resting place myself, inch by inch, until the snarling Draugr around me seemed to tire of fending off my timid presence. I was able to set some simple scrying spells around the tomb that I might get a sense of what magical energies resided there. When the next group of Draugr came to pay their homage to the priest, I noted a sort of transferal happening, a distinct flow of life force between the adherents and the master. It was here that I finally understood the dragon cult's notion of resurrection. The second eternal life was only promised to those who ascended to the priesthood, but the lesser functionaries contributed their life force to sustaining them for eternity. I don't know what sort of eternal wellspring they draw from, but it's clear that each Draugr carries only the barest whisper of life in it, and rekindles it nightly while resting in its niche. I now believe that the grotesque forms that we see in the barrows were, in fact, buried fully as men and women, and only over the thousands of years that have passed withered into the wretched things we know. If we had visited a barrow directly after its construction, we might not have even known any of its inhabitants were dead. These discoveries and extrapolations excite me, and my mind aches to return to the barrows. I have only paused here at the college to transcribe these notes and gather further supplies for my more extended stay. My new hope is to learn some rudimentary way of speaking to them, for imagining what they could tell us of the early mists of time is staggering. Okay, that was kind of... I mean, how does he stay... It's like, where's Lydia at? And I can't find a place for this bliss bug. Bliss bug. Oh, it let me drop it off. Okay, sweet. There it is. Okay, now I also noticed, and I'm going to deal with this real quick while we're here. There are a number of books I noticed that I did not read, like this one. And let me keep scrolling. This one. And there's like 5 or 6, I thought. I have 2 of the same book, so I wonder. Grabbing all the books that don't have an eyeball next to it. I'm going to read them and then put them right back in the cabinet. Basically, I'm just going to open them up to see if they actually... some of them, they all have low gold value, so I think 1 or 2 of them are over 50 gold, and those are the ones that give skills. The anything under 50 gold, my understanding is it doesn't give you a skill. Wow, I had more than just 5. I don't know where I picked up books that I haven't read, unless they were gifts. Like, because sometimes finishing quests, they just give you a book. Because every time you pick a book up, it should like open to the page where you're reading it. Wow, how many books do I have? Like 10 books? I stopped counting. Okay. Okay, let's just knock out some books. And I'm also wondering if like a quest will appear. So far, nothing. No big deal. Now this next one is 60 gold. There you go. See, I got a skill point for it. You're needed. Okay. One of these days, we'll get around to reading these books for real. This only has a 3 gold value. Okay, that's pretty sad. Okay, now this one is, 25. Okay. And let's put them back. Wait, I could have swore I put that on the shelf over there. Also, you see these quest items pop up right there. That's good. Okay, so who should I bring with? Oh, wait. Before we do any of that, I'm going to go look at these spell tomes and see if there's anything that she said she didn't want to do any necromancy, so we're not going to do that. That's the ones I'm looking for, the healing ones. See, there's moth in a jar, dragonfly, and bee. There we go. I don't know if she can heal, but we're going to take that. And I don't know if she has flames, but we're going to take that. Flames. And healing. Healing is only going to heal herself. She needs healing hands to heal, whoops, other people. So, oh, wait, I was going to give her a... Oh, I know. But I think I've got a circlet. Dwarven circlet. I don't know if you can wear it, but I'm giving it to her. I don't know if I want to give her this one. Yeah, she didn't even put it on. She didn't put the Archmage's circlet on either. That's all right. Whoops. Let's see if this door swings you out of the way. Nope. She just phased right through the door. Yeah, let me jump and again. There we go. Okay, who should I invite? I don't want to invite Lydia. And Jordis, what time is it? It's 2 in the morning. That's why they're all going to be asleep. Right? Yeah, they're all racked out down here. I wonder who has this bed. Nobody's like using that bed. It's a private room. The steward, I would think, should use that room. Okay, 3 in the morning. Let's go ahead and sleep just a few hours. What just happened? I must have hit the wrong button. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. I awaken feeling the Father's love. You know what the Father's love gives me? It gives me more restoration magic, and which I never use. And it gives me some other bonus. I don't remember. It gives me 2 bonuses. Oh, enchanting or maybe smithing develops faster or something like that. Where are all the ladies? They should all be awake. Oh, here they come. Here comes the kids. Well, there's Lydia. And if excuse me. They're all just teleporting. Ah, there she is. Jojo. You know. Wait. How come it's telling you that you could relax? Okay, well you just come with me. All other blessings removed. Interesting. Guys like textures are missing. So we're gonna go. I am gonna go do the sex magic. Go for the second book of the sex magic. So if it involves having to make love with, practice what's in the book or something like that, it should be okay. I should have my animations turned off. So, and it looks like only Brelin's going to come along. Can I harvest these guys? Perfect. Oh, my chips fell over. Okay. Hmm. I wonder why Jordas didn't come along with me. It might be because I said it's time for you to move out. No, it's not. But she says lead on, but then she doesn't join me. Oh, do I have you? You're supposed to become my wife? Oh, yeah, that's right. If I tell her to move out, that's Freya. Whatever. We're just gonna breathe Lynn and me. Cause see, that's how I got them to. That's how I got them to stay in the house. Was I asked them to move in with me, and then they stopped following me. I bought all of those. I didn't need them because I think, but just in case. Um, okay, which journal? Okay, I got Spellbound. I notice how I've got it on here twice. Find in Walls. Okay. Valskegi. We've been there. It's not too far away. Just a little bit west of where we're at. She should have purple eyes. No, she doesn't. She has red eyes because I installed. Look, see, there's my horse, and there's Freya. I don't understand. I'm going to see if my weapon needs to be charged. I don't think it does. Yep, it doesn't. There's a rabbit up there. Are you telling me which way to go, rabbit? This is not where we're supposed to be. I don't see a door. What? That door is trapped. I was just getting ready to go off in some other direction. I need the linen wraps because I've been making like robes for some of the ladies, panties and bras, and I need linen for that. Okay, they trapped the door to come into this place? Okay. Oh, I don't know. But he's dead. See, look at my horses are over there. What? Oh, dang. This guy's afraid. It's pretty sad when you're leaving behind an ebony war axe. A lot of fur. Okay, so she apparently knows stone skin or some kind of skin protection. She also has a staff of lightning bolts or something like that, I think. So I was wondering why there was fire. Oh, yeah, I taught her. I gave her a spell tome for flame, didn't I? I think I need a mod that tones down your talking. Because you be talking a lot. See, I've got Lydia's dialogue right here. All right. Well, at least she can hold her own anyway, right? Plus, I did give her mage's robes, but they don't give her any armor at all. But that skin will give you armor. Not sure which skin she knows. That's why I just quick saved. Okay, looks like we're going to the right. Now, we've already been in this place. That looks like a trap. Little arrows. Oh, right here. They'll come shooting out of that. But I don't see any potential. No, what I see over here? Nothing. That's right. Thalmor are punks. Okay, I must have had a quit fighting selected. He died on the trap. The trap killed him. There's another dude down there, and he's just standing there like nobody's business. Frost. I did teach her that spell. Or did I teach her the flame one? I thought I taught her the flame one. If that happened to me, I would be freaking dead. If one of the other girls was with me, I would give her some armor because Freya's walking around in her panties. Really, dude? And what is that? Is that stone skin? It looks, I don't know, wearing off. The marker says that way, but my mind is telling me, check out what's over here. Come on, orc. Give it to me. There we go. Yeah, that's the one I gave her the spell for. The Flame Atronach, or whatever it's called. Not the, and I also found out that my breath, my shout, it now has the potential to vaporize people. I know. There's a gate with a lever. Let's check this out. I'm doing a little exploration because I don't think I've been down here. I don't know what I was doing the first time I came through. Now, she has the ability to create one of those, what do they call it? It's a sword, but it's magic out of thin air. Okay, so that's the only thing down here. I did give her a bunch of potions just in case she needed them. That guy didn't even notice me. Berlin, where are you at? Oh. Well, let's go take care of this guy. It was me. See, look at that. I vaporized one of them. And Breland said earlier, she said, I was talking to her. Okay. I was talking to her about sex magic, and she said, it's kind of like your shout. Your shout is nothing but magic that comes out of your mouth. You, she says, you can ride a dragon. That's not where we're supposed to be going, apparently. Unless it's a different level and I'm missing something. Oh, wait, what is this? Okay, well, we'll go through that door even though it's not marked. What is that? That was a hint. Okay, I've already done this, right? Oh, I have to do it in the right order. That's right. And I don't think I have the book with me. Oh, I don't need it. It's right here. Okay, I'm going to have to rethink this puzzle again. All four are bound by the same lands. Okay, wait. The first fears all. The second fears none. The third eats what it can, preferably number one. The fourth fears the second, but only when alone. Okay, the fourth is a wolf. The first is the snake. Bear. Snake, bear, something, wolf. But something eats snakes? It doesn't make sense. Hold on. It might not be a snake. What are the choices? A fox. I'm going to go fox number one. Whoop. Oh, well. That was the wrong answer. Okay. So maybe it is snake. Okay. Snake. I lost track already. Bear. Fox. wolf. And there's the door. Ebony Warhammer. I really don't know why I concern myself with 4 gold. Because I'm sitting at 2,400, 24,000. 24K. Okay, now there's a symbol on the door. I see that some people have came into the stream and some people have left. Maybe they thought I'd be performing sex magic and not hunting for it. Look at all this linen. And I don't think she has the ability to fill soul gems. Not yet, anyway. I was thinking it would open it up in here and there would be a lever. I could be wrong. Maybe there was a creature in there. Don't you be casting a spell at me, sucker. Fire bolt. I don't think she needs that. I do. I think you might already know this one. Nope. Okay, well now you got it. I didn't need that pot. I don't know. I'm clicking on the wrong things. Okay, it must have been trapped. Oh, well, I'm overloaded probably right now. Guess what? You're going to be carrying some stuff. I don't know how much you can carry, but you're not really carrying anything right now. I know, but you're a pack mule right now. Okay, I don't know. See, yeah, staff of lightning bolts. There you go. I must have given her a bunch of potions. I don't know if she can fill that. What? I'm carrying dragon bones and stuff? I didn't drop this off when I was at home? I'm an idiot. And I'm carrying all this leather? Oh my stupidness. I got 42 of them. That did it. My well, I'm the man. All right, so I will quick save. Yikes. I love the pirouette. Come on, you. Okay, I've got an arrow. Don't pin me in. Back it. Back it up. Back up. Back it up. Back it up. You're causing me grief here. Back up. Okay. Why do I have an arrow if that's not the direction I'm supposed to go? Thought I avoided that button. I've almost got 100 in lockpicking. Oh, he's like, I'm killing that. Okay, well, I'm going to let him go kill it. Where'd you come from? Did he just say die something and then he used another word, which I don't understand what he said? I think he did. He's out there fighting. Am I even going in the right direction? Come on, let's figure this out. One of these days, I'm going to look at my map. But that time is not yet now. Luckily, these spiders are one pump chumps. Okay, this guy probably isn't. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. Okay, I'm feeling better about it. Now, this was a boss fight the first time I came through here. But it shouldn't be another boss fight because I killed him. Oh, but then again. Uh-huh. Two books stacked on top of each other. Oh, she pushed me. I thought that was spiders coming down from the ceiling. Okay. There's more linen wraps over there. I don't need that many. But we're going to read that book before I give it to her. If you know what I mean. Before I give it to her. Secrets, Volume 2. By Zaphod McLovin. Love 'em and leave 'em. Am I right? Am I right? But breaking up is hard to do. So let's get started. Help topic. You screwed up, didn't you? You cast a Telvanni sex magic spell on a couple of high elves. Am I right? I'm sure you couldn't help yourself. Yeah, that's exactly what she did, actually. To break the spell, both high elves must make love to someone else at the same time in the same place, and you must cast this spell described herein. This book seems to describe the ending of Dunmer relationships. Okay, so if I give her one of these books, one of her. See how I got both of them listed here? What thing? Yeah, I'll have to do that. I just read that. That's right. Three-way. Kinky. I'll have to think about it. I already did. Yeah, I'll do it. Clearly, the greatest challenge on this adventure is still before us. Oh, you better just hope this works. No, why? That's right. You know I will. That's right. See, that's what I'm talking about. But uh, I disabled animation, so now I have to give her the book again. It's the same thing over and over. And we do it again. Oh, damn. Okay. Get her and her together in the Archmage's quarters of the college. Okay. I'll have to get them all together in my quarters. Looks like there's a back door to get out of here. Aww. No empty chest. Okay, that's solitude. There we go, the college. I apologize. I'm going to be hitting some crunchies. Okay, they're all here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There we go. I was afraid it was going to actually show something. My restoration has increased? Okay. I had to do everything twice. Because I've got this quest 2 times for some reason. Somehow. Whoa. All right. And then I got to ask her how she feels twice. Good. Oh no. What? If it helps, I can show you. Luckily, there's no choices for me to make. It's just straightforward. These ladies are elves, right? And they look way better than the default Skyrim elves. Okay. She's understanding. I bet you can. I'll remember that. I love redheads. Oh, rank right now? Okay. Interesting. I gotta hit it again. 4 times in like 1 hour. I think Derek would have a problem with that. All right, now they're gone. Does it say we broke the spell twice? It does. Okay, that's only 1 time. Nice, got both of them completed. Spellbound twice completed. All right, perfect. We got those out of the way. And I do have to take Serana to the Temple of Debella. And I think it's in Markarth actually, or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out a way. There's the puppy. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get Jordis to join me. Think I have to tell her that she's kicked out of the house. I'll save before I do it. And then once she's kicked out of the house, then I can say, follow me. And I think then she'll follow me. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure. I bet you are. How about 1,000 gold? There. It's an advantage of being rich. Okay, waiting for Breland to follow me so I can empty her pockets. Here she is. I don't know if I want to ask her that. I know. I'm going to steal all this stuff from you that I made you carry. Stuff you don't wear. I won't take these off you. Now I can barely walk. Now in my little leather folder here, not only do I put leather in there, but also hides and also linen wraps. Then over here is all the metal ingots and stuff like that. Like charcoal, dragon bones and scales, ebony, orichalcum, and I can't get rid of Shiggorath's shaped amber. But I do have a troll skull. I grabbed one of those because I noticed on one of my displays to make a troll, I need a troll skull. So I went ahead and picked one up. And I'm going to put a pot in there, even though, you know. And then I've got some gems. I didn't realize I had that many. Flawless garnet. Ruby, sapphire. That's it. Okay. Okay. I think I've successfully dropped everything I need to drop. Okay, so we're going to do a hard save, even though we're not done for the night. But this was just so that when I go to Jordis and I tell her, lovely Lydia. It's only 10 o'clock. Where would Jordis be? She could be out shopping. Making sure she's not taking a bath because they always take baths naked. Oh, he's practicing. He's got his dagger on him. That's what I'm talking about. Keep that up. Hey. It's time for us to move. That's what I used to get him to go from that other home to this home. Jordan, where is Jordis? She might be taking a bath in the... Oh, there she is. Okay, now we've already done a hard save. See, it's got relax. But that's the opposite of follow me, right? She's still here, but it's not part ways. Springwood Estates, it's time for you to move out. All right, but okay, it looks like she's now following me. Yeah. Let's see if my two ladies are with me. They are. Okay. I need to re-equip her with, maybe I don't. Maybe she's got exactly what she needs. But I got to do something about that hood. I'm going to try to remove this hood. I, no, it's because he lost his head. That's why. Retrieve the sword of Jigalag. Okay. See the letter who seemed to know why called the remnants, trying to rescue a fellow remnant. That's right. Maybe we'll do that. I clicked a bunch of things, right? Okay, so there should be a lot of things marked on my map, at least 2. Okay. This is probably collect the bounty. Nope, bring 10 fire. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll bring 10 fire salts to this guy just to get rid of this quest. If you haven't tried this flavor, Orange Dreamsicle Monster, it's to die for. It's the best. Oh, he was right there, and then he ducked out. He needs the fire salts to restart his forge. They were. Cool. Right. Whoa, he gave me 1,500 gold. Okay. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Word. Should I marry her? Hmm. The last time I married her was an experiment, and she packed up her bags and moved to the house and stayed there. And I couldn't get her to come adventuring with me. Even though they give us both rings that apparently raise our stats if we wear it, a bonding ring or something like that, wedding rings. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again. So what we'll do is we'll do a little quick save right there. No, we won't. I'll do a hard save. There we go. I understand. Okay, and if I remember right, they say you have to wait 24 hours. Word. $5 gold. If it's anything like Pendragon, $4 gold is a knight's salary for a year. Isn't that crazy? It's starting to get dark. We could probably get a room at the inn, and then tomorrow come back and get married. Because everybody's starting to close up shop. It is 7 p.m. I bet you do. Because you're a thief. And this guy keeps running around. I want to know who this guy is. Am I supposed to deal with him in some way? Maybe I should just cut him down. You better not be pickpocketing me, or I'm going to have words. It's going to be, what, 4 o'clock in the morning? See, it says your follower leaves your service. I don't know. Did it just say your follower leaves your service? You know. I couldn't help myself. Well, that's because I just used my breath in the bee and barb. Let's see how many people have attended my wedding. There's my kids. I don't know. See, and then she goes and runs off. We can't be allowing that. No. No. Okay. I couldn't stop her. Okay, so we'll go back to Solitude. And then I'm not going to do a hard save because, what did it say? Retrieve something. Retrieve the sword of Jigalag. That's in Solitude? Wait a second. I didn't know that was in Solitude. Is that like a juggalo? Oh, it's in the sewers. Really? Okay. I've already been down in there. I guess we'll go again. Pardon me. Let's see if she's here. And if so, let's see if I can get her to follow me. There's Lydia. Takata. Freya. She waiting in bed for me? You were thinking about going in my bedroom. I could tell. Is she naked in the bath? Nope. I don't know, but I'm going to wait. For sure. Okay, just because I'm curious. Hey, guard. Slap on the butt. Let's see if she thought. Okay, now what it says, what do you got for sale? See, that's why. That's why I don't want to marry her. Because I want her to adventure with me. And it seems like she won't do that. Wow, she's here already with the kids. Follow me. Here it is. Nice. Okay, I won't have to. I can continue. We're going to go on that sewer adventure real quick. I know it's nighttime, but that's okay. I'll do a little quick save. And we're not doing unearth, restoring power. What was the quest anyway? It's none of these. It was one of these, right? It was something to do with about a sword. Right there. Restoring order. Yep, that's where we're supposed to go. I probably should see if she has one of those rings. Oh yeah, I've got her wearing stockings. Here it is. The bond of matrimony. See, it only gives restoration spells. I'm not wearing it, am I? Yeah. Carrying studded armor and a dwarven circlet? I don't know. All right, let's do this. Now, what are we trying to find? A sword, right? Sword of the Juggalos. Oh, it's bright in here. Jordis is a little it's right on the other side of this wall. Is the quest over? Restoring order? Put an end to the ritual? Okay. Now I'm curious, this Sword of Juggalo. It looks cool as hell, but it only does 33 damage. Oh, well, that one only does 57. I wonder if I can upgrade it. It's not magic or anything. It just has a really high value. Okay, we're going to do something real quick here. I'm going to save. I'm going to test this theory. I'm going to log out. I'm going to disable a mod. See if it messes with my game. I did tempered skins for males. And it looks like okay, mods redeploying. It looked like the guy on the ground was butt naked. So that means if I get into a fight with somebody and I start stripping their armor off, what's going to happen is they're going to be butt naked. And I want them to have a loincloth. So I disabled this mod. I'm going back into the game. I've already hit launch. I'm going to reload from where I saved. That should be in the sewers. The Solitude sewers. And then what I'll do is I'll glance down at the body and see if he's got a loincloth. Or if he's got his schlong hanging out. I'm going slow. Nice. There we go. I was really afraid. Ladies, how do we get out of here? Well, I'm glad because you're going to be doing a lot of that. You're my main squeeze. All these other girls are just side pieces. Now, if you keep talking like that, I'm just going to have to delete you. Okay. It's 1 a.m. It's time to rest. And I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah. It's time to rest, and then we will go on another quest. Yep, Jordis and a mage. I might get rid of the mage, actually. And just go with Jordis. Just because she's a little bit less, I don't know. Maybe not. What are you doing up there? Are you? Remember, you're my steward. You got to take care of the kids. Now, when you sleep in your own bed, you get a perk called Well Rested. I got the father's what? Lots of cuddling. That was new. So I guess I'm not well rested. Dang. Okay. Father's love. Blessing of Mara, that was when I clicked it yesterday. Okay, I didn't get well rested. I didn't even get rested. We must have been busy, Tortoise. Jojo. What is it? Chicken, brown cow. I did. Now I'm going to put some stuff away because I didn't realize I was carrying it. Studded leather, dwarven circlet. Archmage robes. And I've got this extra sword. It's called a Sword of Juggalo. Really, I can only make it a 39. I mean, it's a nice looking sword and all. Did I click on the wrong thing? Crap, now I don't know what I clicked on. Got the woodcutter's axe. I got the pickaxe. I have my bow. I've got my sword. It must have just been some arrows or something. Yeah. I don't know. Now, are you carrying... Has the store made any money? What store are we talking about? We don't own a store, do we? What are you talking about? What? I got a store? Let me just make sure you're carrying butter. Okay. Is that for our lovemaking? Rub it all over yourself? What are you carrying butter for? Staff of the healing hand? Okay, okay. Wine? I don't see anything on here that I need to take from you. All of it looks good. Give you that one. I got to do something with these butterflies and the blizz bug or whatever it's called. I got to find something for those guys. I might need to take that backpack off of you and give it to her. Bliss bug. One of them should be green or something. Green wing. Here it is. Green butterfly in a jar. Nope. Traded you in. Read the request to meet. Thank you for your efforts to protect my realm. I believe you possess something that I am in search of, and I require it before I return home. It is the artifact from the Shivering Isles that served as the focus of Thorn's depraved rituals. Meet me beneath the Arch of Solitude upon the shore so that we might make an exchange. Is that the Gigolo sword? I bet you it is. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm going to bring the Gigolo sword anyway because he might be a good guy. Is it called the Sword of Gigolo, or is it... I don't remember what it's called. I don't see it. Okay. Sword of Gigolo. Yeah. Agreed. Under the arch, by the shore. Now, are you talking about over there? Guess what? I'm swimming. You got some really freaky eyes. I'm digging it. Now you're a seduce. No, you're a golden. Wait, there's saints and seducers. You must be a saint. Oh, the amber? The gigolo? Which one do you which one do you need? Well, I'm gonna give you the amber. I don't. What the who? I don't know. I just saw the gold here. Got my attention. 1 gold coin. It's being elusive. There's Quill. There's Ladle. There's Apothecaries. I can't get that last gold. Oh, man, that sucks. I don't remember if I have number 4 or not, but I'm just going to grab it. Well, that was interesting. The bounty from Scald. The bounty from Scald. The only bounty I could think of. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, that's the only bounty I could think of was like killing a dragon. Or maybe a giant or something. I don't remember. Well, there's my horses. And there's Freya. She like brings the horses and then walks off. I don't think I went over to that house to see what that was. Is this considered the Pale? I don't think I like the fact that he just called me stupid looking. Are you trying to pickpocket me? All right. Yeah, I'm not interested in Dawnstar in the slightest. That's what I meant. That's the word I was trying to come by. Yeah, what is this over here? There's a kid doing something. Ah, there's a smithy. Is there a mine over here? This is the other mine. Oh. Because I knew they had 2 mines. I just didn't know where they were. Okay. All right, no trouble. And then what is this? Some farm, probably. Oh, that's her house. Okay. Okay, well that's fine. We're not here for any reason. Where is Pure Water Run? I think it's over by... I think it's way over here. I have a feeling it might be dark by the time we get there. I mean, we're leaving at noon, so maybe 3 o'clock? 4:30? There's Freya. And then she just walks off. Okay, we're going here, Pure Water Run. But I need to know why. I received a letter from Facegen, who seemed to know about my encounter with Azadi. Facegen and Azadi are members of the secretive group of spies and warriors from Hammerfell called the Remnants. Is trying to rescue a fellow remnant that was captured by the Thalmor, aided by a Thalmor sympathizer. Facegen would like my assistance in helping track down his brother in arms. He asked to meet at Purewater Run in the hills near Markarth. Looking for a path to get there. I think I can go this way. We'll see. We're not going to ride the horses. We're just going to go. Oh, okay. We're not taking that road. We're going this way. Yep. My wife and my court wizard. I would say yes, because you're with the Archmage. Okay, the cave is right. This is interesting. Ah, huh. You must be a Fiji. I'd like to help find your missing remnant, Rakid. What comes next? I don't work for free. Before this goes further, we need to talk about payment. Actually, I don't have time. Well, I wouldn't have traveled all the way here. I didn't even do anything. Completed. Find the remnant spy behind the miners' barracks in Carthwayston. Find the remnant spy in front of Vilnier Inn in Iverstead. Gather intelligence for the two remnants for the whereabouts of Rakid. One should be found behind the miners' barracks, and the other should be in front of the inn in Iverstead. The ravens take flight once more. Okay, we could do this. Come on, gorgeous. Where is... Okay, I know where Iverstead is. It's like... No, that's Rorikstead. Where the hell is Iverstead? Iverstead. Carthwayston. Okay. Can I select that, please? Oh, okay. I've been there. No. Meet a hunter from far out west. Bought him a drink and found out a wagon was heaped up heading up towards Skyrim along the southwestern border from Hammerfell. He should pass by Thunderstone Gorge on his way through. Not a lot of folks on that road these days. Still, he didn't say how many there were. Find out more before we know it's okay. I gotta go talk to this other person. Isn't there something called Carthwayston? Okay. So maybe I need to look at my journal again. Yeah, Carthwayston. I should seek out the spy in Carthwayston. Behind the miners' barracks in Carthwayston. Carthwayston, where is that? Yeah, I have no idea. If it's any of these, it would show up on my Google search. No. He said southwest. There's a gorge. I don't think it's through here. From Hammerfell. There is a road that goes up through here. Is that it? Maybe it's this road? Oh, they did say west. Southwest. Because this is Hammerfell over here. Yeah, clicking on these is not going to help. Or, I mean, because these are places I've been to. But that name, Carthwasten, sounds so familiar. Like I've been near it or through it or something. Okay. Well, we're going to go down this road right here. So I'm going to travel the Falk Wreath. And if it's nighttime, we'll get an inn. And then we'll go down that road just to see what we find. Provincials. Jojo's ready. Okay. All right, Jojo. I must have. Jojo's insatiable. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if I can stop this. Okay, isn't there an Imperial Voice of the Emperor? My girls are like ready to defend me. Not well, apparently. What is this note on new wares? Rasad. I don't know what I just received. We got some fog. So jump on this other horse. It's right here. Get it. Get the other horse. Do it. Now, there's... Why don't you take the lead? Is that a thing? And then once I tell her to get on the horse... Yeah, once I tell her to get on the horse and then I tab out of it, I mean, I bought that horse for you, Jordis. Okay, we're going to go down this way. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I guess you guys are going to run with me. Yeah, I'm going to run down to about as far as I can go before the game says you can't go any further. Okay, we've been here already. And I hear a dragon off in the distance. It's probably Alduin. Goblins? You cannot go that way. Okay. This is the end, the border. Okay. I'm going to cheat. Sorry, guys. I hate doing this. Okay. It says there's two ways you can add it to your map. It says you can... It's a mining town. This might be it right here. What is that? I don't know. We're going to go... He says it's northeast of Markarth, which would be in this general area. And it says in Dragon's Reach, there's a map, and you can click on it, and then it'll appear on your map. Freya is here. Oh, damn. She must have ebony. Yeah, I've been in this area. I wonder if it's over here somewhere. Oh, what is this? Find the remnant spy. Oh, it's way up here. Okay. Where'd the horses go? That's all right. We'll walk. It's sex magic. Cast from your mouth. I'm not going in there. I mean, it didn't have a name on it. I thought it would say something like Biz Bang Cave or Wham Bam Cave. Okay, we got a patrol coming up. Imperials. Hey, dudes. I do, and I've been thinking about it. Okay. We're almost there. But I don't want to join because I mean, not until I've cleared out a bunch of my quests because I feel like the general will just pile a bunch of quests onto me. I'm trying to complete some quests, not add more. Hey, Carth Waston. That's probably where I saw that. Because I've been down on this road before. Okay, so it looks like we got the military and the civilians. They both have their own opinion of what's going on. Now, you said something about behind. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, that's what the Jarl's men said. Go kill this dragon. But that's not what I want to do. I want to return to the... What was it called? The cold water running or something like that? I've already lost it. I don't know where it is. Wait, no. I thought it was over here somewhere. No, wait a second. There was an orc camp. Right there. There we go. Yeah, there was this. Okay. There's nothing in here that I want. A scimitar of fire. Want that. Ooh. It's light, but it looks cool. I don't want any of that. Scimitar of fire. No. This is the caravan over here. Oh, you're still here? Okay. I'm just looking around to see if I left anything in here. Left this. You got that right. Well, there's butterfly in a jar. We're going to stay here for the night. So if I tell Jordis to make something to eat, I wonder what she'll make. Like for dinner. I'm just curious. Home cooked meal added. Increases health, magic, and stamina recovery. Um, for the kid. I can't take that gold. Come on. I'm taking everything else, apparently. Okay, hold on. Been looking for warrior for the longest time. Can't seem to find it anywhere. All right, guys, this is where we're going to actually call it. It's almost 5:30 in the morning. I know you guys have enjoyed watching me struggle with the sex magic quest, but we're actually done with the sex magic quests. Now I've moved on to other quests. I'm going to get the child's doll. Just give that to the kids. And this is where we're going to end it. I'm going to save right here, and we'll start again probably tomorrow night. I do want to put an announcement out. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay, back up. Let me back up. I've said I wanted to read a book at the start and the end of every stream. I have to do that. So let's see what we got to read. We're going to read a book before I head out. And not something like that. Not a note or whatever. Dragon Language Myth No More. Okay. By Hella Thrice Versed. Okay, so what that means is I have to go to my list of books. Find dragon language no more, or myth no more. There it is. I didn't actually own it. Now I actually own it, and it's red. Perfect. Okay, that's good to know. So let's read it. Let's see what it says, and then we'll log out. Oh, dang it! There we go. Yeah, Dragon Language Myth No More by Hella Thrice Versed. So Hella Thrice Versed. Okay, so Hella 3 verse. Okay, got it. Dragon. The very word conjures nightmare images of shadowed skies, hideous roaring, and endless fires. Indeed, the dragons were terrifying beasts that were once as numerous as they were deadly. But what most Nords don't realize is that the dragons were in fact not simple, mindless beasts. Indeed, they were a thriving, intelligent culture, one bent on the elimination or enslavement of any non-dragon civilization in the entire world. It therefore stands to reason that the dragons would require a way to communicate with one another, that they would need to speak. And through much research, scholars have determined that this is exactly what the dragons did. For the mighty roars of the beasts, even when those roars contained fire or ice or some other deadly magic, were actually much more. They were words. Words in an ancient, though decipherable, tongue. Nonsense, you say? Sheer folly on the part of some overeager academics? I thought precisely the same thing. But then I started hearing rumors, the odd snippet of a conversation from some brave explorer or gold-coveting crypt diver. And always, always, it was the same word repeated, wall. So I listened more. I began to arrange the pieces of the puzzle and slowly unraveled the mystery spread throughout Skyrim. In ancient dungeons, burial grounds, and other secluded places, there were walls, black, ominous walls, on which is written a script so old, so unknown, none who had encountered it could even begin its translation. In my heart, I came to know the truth. This was proof of the ancient dragon language. For what else could it possibly be? It only made sense that these walls were constructed by the ancient Nords. Nords who had lived in the time of the dragons and out of fear or respect had somehow learned and used the language of the ancient beasts. But at that point, all I had was my own gut instinct. What I needed was proof. Thus began the adventure of my life, one spanning 17 months, and the deaths of 3 courageous guides and 2 sellsword protectors. But I chose not to dwell on those grim details, for the end result was so glorious it made my hardship worth it. In my travels, I found many of the ancient walls, and every suspicion proved true. It did, in fact, appear as if the ancient Nords had copied the language of the dragons of old, for the characters of that language very much resembled claw marks or scratches. One can almost envision a majestic dragon using his great sharp talons to carve the symbols into the stone itself, and a human witness, possibly even a thrall or a servant, learning, observing, so that he too could use the language for his own ends. For as I observed the walls, I noticed something peculiar about some of the words. It was as if they pulsed with this kind of power, an unknown energy that, if unlocked, might be harnessed by the reader, or a dragonborn. Okay, that sounds like nonsense, I know, but if you had stood by these walls, seen their blackness, felt their power, you would understand that of which I speak. Thankfully, although entranced, I was able to retain enough sense to actually transcribe the characters I saw. And in doing so, I began to see patterns in the language, patterns that allowed me to decipher what it was I was reading. For example, I translated the following passage, blah, 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 assigning those scratchings to actual Tamrielic language characters. I further translated what I saw into this. Het nak Ingenbar Goth Kodav Wodre Ya Moron Fraud du Croesus News Sinan Serve Dinak Arc Dukan, which translates into the Tamrielic as follows. Here lies Ingunvar, ghost bear, who did seek glory on the battlefield of sorrows, and instead found death and dishonor. Then, in another crypt, I encountered a wall with this transcription, blah, 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 which translates into Het nak kopran, did ilglit liz sos, wo grind ak ablan, nico morokai vukain, nus ost mune halvut du leave krasar, which ultimately translates into the Tamrielic as, here lies the body of Iglif Iceblood, who met his end not in glorious combat, but at the cruel touch of the withering sickness. And there you see the pattern, the repeated words, here lies, which could only mean one thing. Those walls marked actual ancient Nord burial grounds. You can imagine my nearly uncontainable excitement. It all started to make sense. The ancient Nords used the dragon language for those walls for very specific reasons. One of them was obviously to mark the grave of some important figure, but what else? Were they all graves, or did they serve other purposes as well? I set off to find out, and was well rewarded for my efforts. Here is what I discovered. This passage, blah, 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 translates into this. Het ma tarodus tafir scorgi lun senak, when clav govi nal renik, hakun rak tagat wa gorat, which in Tamrielic translates into this. Here fell the treacherous thief, Scourgy Leechfingers, whose head was removed by the very axe he was attempting to steal. So here we see a wall that marks the spot where some significant ancient Nords died. This passage, blah, 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 translates into this. Okay, we got a double print here. which in Tamriel, I'm not going to be able to read any of that. So, which in Tamrielic translates into this. This stone commemorates the doomed elf children of the autumn field, who fled in terror from the sharp swords of the ancient enemy. This wall seems to commemorate some ancient, long-forgotten event in Tamrielic history. Whether that event occurred or near the place where the wall was erected, we will probably never know. And finally, this passage, which translates into this. Isa Wulan Gethsigal, Brenahi Vakrut Tohild Fintor, when Smolig Agfrin of Sakwoheim, which in Tamrielic translates into this. Isa raised this stone for her sister, Throwhill, the Inferno, whose passion burned hot as the red forge. This wall, and I encountered quite a few like this, was obviously commissioned or built by a specific person to honor someone important to them. What was the significance of this location? Was it important to the person who died, or is it the actual location of the person's death? Again, those answers are probably lost to time and will never be known. And so you see, the ancient dragon language is indeed myth no more. It existed, but better yet, it still exists, and probably will until the end of time, thanks to the ancient Nords and their construction of these many word walls. But don't take my word for it, for the walls are there for the discovering. In Skyrim's dangerous secret places, they serve as a bridge between the realm of the ancient Nords and our own. The dragons may never return to our world, but now we can return to theirs. And someday we may even unlock the strange unknown power hidden in their words. That was interesting, actually. In thinking on that book, if the author only knew that the dragons were returning, and only if they knew that those are words of power, that a dragonborn can absorb the power and develop their shout skills. And the dragons did use those as shouts. Interesting. Okay, we're going to log out right here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I said I had an announcement, and I truly do. Okay, so we play Skyrim almost. I didn't play last night, but we play almost every night. And I start at about 1 to 2 a.m. Central Time approximately. And then I'll play for 2 or 3 hours. Like tonight, I started about 2:30 and we're going to 5:30. So what is that? 3.5 hours? Okay. Mainly I do that because, especially during the weekdays, I stop around this time so that I can eat breakfast and get ready for my morning live stream that I do for my eBay store, which is a miniature store. I paint miniatures on commission or to sell on the store or from my personal collection, like fantasy models, skeletons, dwarves, elves, or I'll paint like a Napoleonic soldier or a World War II German grenadier or something, whatever I'm painting, right? And what I'll do is I'll live stream that, and I usually start that around 9 a.m. But the announcement I'm making is, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think on the 15th, which is only 4 days away, on the 15th, Star Citizen is beginning their Invictus celebration. They have it every year around this time. And as a Star Citizen player, um, I've kind of been away from Star Citizen for the last couple of months. But I've been waiting for Invictus to kick off. And when it does, it's a new patch. It's 4.1.1, I think is what the patch is called. And when I download that patch, I will live stream it during my Skyrim time. So again, from about 2 to 5 for about a week. And then depending on how enjoyable it is or how much traffic I get or whatever, we might do it for another week. I'm going to do it for as long as Invictus is running. And Invictus is normally running for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And what it is, it's a celebration of the military in lore. It's a lore celebration. And there's supposed to be some events that take place during this event that I want to be able to log in and play. And in that case, I'm going to be putting my Skyrim game on pause. It's going to be put off on the shelf until a couple of weeks, until I, play Star Citizen for a couple of weeks. And I'm looking forward to this patch because my understanding is there's been a lot of changes since the last time I played, which I played during the patch of 4.0 or 4.0. And 4.1 came out. I did not play that. And now this is 4.1.1, which is basically a cleanup, a patch correction of 4.1, but it's also to introduce the Invictus celebration, which is kind of like think of it like a Veterans Day or a what's the other military. It's not just Veterans Day. There's basically it's just to celebrate the military. And so I look forward to that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me rant and tell you about that. What I try to do also, remember, is try to read 2 books every game session. That with over 400 books, that will still take me about a year to read all these books, even if I read 2 a day. All right. So I'll catch you later. You guys take care.